Namaste. Hello, hello. Please come inside. Yes, this is Twinkle Travel Agency. Yes. Well, my name is Twinkle. Thank you. I think I spoke to you yesterday. I remember because you have this very thick accent. Yeah, I think it is quite interesting. The American accent is like a very like wow, 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 wow. I mean, it is attractive, but for me, I don't really understand. But I think I understood the assignment. You wanted to come to book a trip somewhere. Well, you're very handsome. Yeah. Oh, you like my colorful clothes? Thank you. I like to wear colors. Yeah, I also like to have some color in my life. It is sometimes so black and white. Yeah. Okay, enough from me. You tell me. So, what brings you here? Okay, well, because we have, apart from the airplane trips, we also offer cruises and trips with like a bus tour. Okay. Oh, okay. So you are more interested in looking for airplane, mm, and something combined with the train also, maybe. Okay, well, no problems. I got you, like they say. Okay, okay. So let me turn on my computer. It may be a little noisy because I have a very old fashioned keyboard. Okay, please don't mind it. Okay, now can I have your name, please? First and last name. Oh, my name. Sorry, I I think I did introduce myself. Well, like I said, my name is Miss Twinkle, and as for the last name, I am open to accepting any nice offers for a new last name. Okay, sorry. So, yeah, let me type in your name. Okay, uh-huh. Double S or one S? Okay, one moment, huh? Let me type it out. Okay, and for the date of birth, I will need your full date of birth, please. Perfect. Thank you. Okay, I must say I am quite surprised because you look a little younger than what I thought. Oh, must be the good wine and the cheese keeping you so youthful. Oh, okay. So, what kind of continents are we looking at? Oh, something exotic. Yeah, like so what is it actually, if you don't mind me asking? It is like a photography trip? Is it a destination wedding, or just something that is going to be like a culture shock? What are you looking for? Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, okay. Something that is not very pricey. Ah, and exotic and very wanted by the people. So, what is in demand? I can tell you. Also, from my own experience, I will say you should check out Cuba. Have you been to Cuba? Cuba. Okay. No. Who told you? Of course, it is open for the tourism. The thing is, with COVID, everything shut down. Okay. Now it is back open. But a lot of people don't know how to go to Cuba because it is a communist country. And yes, there is some kind of information you should know. But if you would like to meet me for a coffee or something, I am more than happy to help you out with that insider info. Yeah. Oh, well, for the, yeah, let me tell you. So, if you want to go to Cuba, you should know that they do not have exchange services for US dollar or euro or any other currency. Okay, and you as a foreigner will be the only access to them to the outside world. It is a very old fashioned country, and though the people are beautiful and you have a lot of colorful cars, you know, and their liquor is very famous. You cannot buy liquor there or cigars and travel with it. They enforced strict laws, so you are not able to do that anymore. But yeah, depending on your passport, they can be more or less strict. And at the airport, you will have to tell them that you are going for the support of Cuban people. But it should not be a lie. You should really help them. Go to the school, donate some clothes, pencils, and toys to the children. There is also orphanages, and just on the street, you will also find a lot of needy children. It is quite heartbreaking. Mhm. Yes, we do not need any extra vaccinations as for Africa. If we talk about Africa, going to the beautiful Kenya, and there is the Masai Mara. This is a special, very, very tourist attractive African tribe. People go and see, but those tours are quite expensive. It says 3,000 above dollars. Yes, and Kenya is a one of a kind experience, but to visit Africa, you do need a lot of vaccinations like yellow fever, dengue, malaria, basic ones people have already, but you also need some kind of different vaccinations. There is a list, and I would highly suggest checking it out first. There is a long process before you are even able to travel there. And as of my recent information, 2024 Kenya will be visa free, which is perfect. Yes. So, this is a thing for Cuba. And if you would like to go to Cuba, also take with you tons of cash. You can exchange it into the Cuban pesos. And food wise, be very careful. I went there and I did not eat any fruit. I am a fruit lover, but I would highly suggest not to eat any food because fruit contains water and you do not want to get sick and get diarrhea. It can happen to anybody. So, I highly advise to be very careful of that. Yeah. And otherwise, be prepared of the extreme humidity. If you're not used to it, it can get very, very humid. And polish your Spanish because they only speak Espanol. Yes. But it is a very beautiful place one of a kind, and sadly, I have to say it, we do not know what will happen in the world, with politics going on, war going on, things changing for different kind of reasons. Maybe someday people might not be able to go to Cuba anymore. So better take advantage. Yeah. Okay. Something in Asia? Let me see. Let me have a look in my computer. Okay. Okay. Well, it looks like I have something in Asia for you. You can go to Cambodia, India, Pakistan. Afghanistan is super cheap, but I do not suggest right now because, you know, the political situation. Um, yeah. Or Tajikistan. Mhm. Oh, you want to know the safety, how it is? Well, let me ask you, how many people will be traveling? Is it any women with you? Any children? Okay, a lady. Well, handsome men like you, of course, will have a lady. I always have bad luck when it comes to good men. Oh, she's your sister. Okay. Whew. Okay. Well, let me tell you my experience. I have been to a lot of the countries because, yeah, I used to work in the industry. Um, Look, if you go to countries like, for example, Pakistan, you can go to the northern areas. For example, there is Gilgit, there is Hansa Valley, and yeah, those are, and Chitral, those are the mountainous areas. It looks like a piece out of a coloring book. It looks like heaven. You look at those pictures and you look at pictures from Switzerland, it looks no difference. And you get a lot of interesting things to see. You get to meet a lot of tribal people because there are some people that live there up in the mountains, and they are tribal. They have their own religion. They make their own handmade clothes, different kind of jewelry. They eat and cook with a lot of dry fruit, apricot oil. They do speak Urdu, Pashto, and but their also own language, including Chitrali. And yeah, it is beautiful. And the people there, you can look it up. It is so beautiful. It is history. But you see the children and people there. They have like blonde hair, blue eyes, green eyes, and you will not find that everywhere in India or Pakistan, but in that particular part of Pakistan, you do find it. Now, let me tell you, if you want to go to like the city, like Lahore, Karachi, you have to be very careful because, okay, crime is everywhere. I do not want to take side of any country, nor do I want to talk bad about any country. But crime does happen, and foreigners, sometimes women, do not know how to dress. So I suggest do your homework. Do not invite unwanted danger by exposing skin, by looking more like a pot of honey to the honeybees. Because it's a different culture. It is extreme poverty, there is extreme wealth, and you have to be careful who you surround yourself with. You do not want to put yourself in danger. And it is a majority is like a Muslim country, so there are different laws. There are different um, like point of views on things, and it is not similar. It is similar to India, but it is not as open minded, I would say, because, like in India, you have Buddhism, you have Christianity, you have Hindus, you have Sikh, you have Muslims, and in India, we also have Bollywood, right? So they are kind of used to watching dance and showing skin. If people like it or they don't like it, at this point, it doesn't matter. They are used to it. You see ads like this on the street, you hear music everywhere. So it is a majority of more Christian slash Hindu country. So that I think makes up a lot about the majority of the people and tells about their mindset. So we just have to be aware and conscious how we're traveling, where we are traveling, what are we looking for. Don't go expecting to go to the beach in Pakistan or, for example, in countries like that, because it will not be a very pleasant experience and it is simply not the culture. So, when in Rome, dress as in Rome. It is a normal thing in any culture, in any country. Yeah. So, this is what I can suggest you. And in India, it is similar. Some places like the South states are a little more strict. They do not like to see women showing a lot of, skin or vulgarity. The bigger the city, sometimes it's different and more religious, some kind, and those things are really, really matter. And I really want to like educate you on that because people don't know. Then they travel, and then some kind of unpleasant thing happens. And then I think to myself, well, why did you not do your homework? You know? Yeah, so have to be very open minded about those kind of things. But if you are traveling solo as a male or with your child, I would say do not worry. It is safe. Do spend good money on a good hotel. Do not go for street food in either of those countries. Just because hygienic thing is a little bit of an issue, but that is street food in Asia. It is just how it is. And we are not used to it because we are traveling. We do not want to get diarrhea on the go, right? If it is diarrhea and you are staying there for 3 months, it's okay. But if you are getting diarrhea to go on the street, then every time you have to stop, and it is not going to be a fun experience. And then it is not just a diarrhea, problems come with it. Like, well, how am I going to wash my bathroom job? Sometimes they have toilet paper, sometimes they don't have toilet paper, things like that. So be prepared. Take with you toilet paper or like a wet wipes, very important. And hemorrhoid cream, I always suggest that. Yeah, I can even give you one if you want. I have one. Yeah. Well, people think hemorrhoid is like a worm that kind of develops in your butt, but this is not what happened. Hemorrhoid is like the sensation that happens to people sometimes when you go too much in the toilet, and it is like a rough exit. You had a rough exit, and sometimes it can be hurtful walking, laying down, taking a poo. So it is good to have hemorrhoid cream. It is like a balm. It helps you a lot. Yeah, very good. Okay, so this is a that about these countries. Not to scare you, both have wonderful culture, amazing food. Our clothes are very fine. You can bring presents. But with women, it will be a little bit more of a hassle. And I don't want you to take your sister and have her be scared, having a bad experience. The best thing is if you want to go, have a good friend who is local to India or Pakistan and they are aware of the country. And that is something I would suggest for any country. But if that person is aware of that culture, they will know your mindset, your lifestyle. They will show you that kind of environments because every country has good and bad. And for me, I had wonderful experiences in both places, you know. And because that is why, because I had friends there and I did my homework. Yeah, so you were saying, sorry, I just get lost in your eyes. Oh, the train trip to Nepal. Okay, so here is the thing. There is the way you can go from Nepal to India, vice versa. But India requires you to have a visa. You cannot go without a visa. You don't need a transit visa, and if you want to go visit in India, you don't need a visa anyway. Yes. Otherwise, in India, look, the beauty of Asia is a lot of lovely countries are close by, so you can go easily and take a trip and go to the Philippines. You can go to Sri Lanka. You can go to Singapore, Malaysia, Cambodia, even Dubai, even though it's in the Middle East. And yeah, these are like the lovely things. And I believe Japan and Afghanistan have a very good connections with India. So if you happen to be a national of those countries, you can enter India without a visa. I do think you need a visa on arrival, if I am not mistaken, but they are much more open minded and it is easier because they have a good connection, good relations with their country. Yeah, well, honey, listen, wherever you go, promise me to bring me back something because I am not just booking your ticket. I almost, spend 1 hour explaining everything to you. This comes with a price. Yeah, so you decide what you want to bring me. Perhaps jewelry or clothes, something I can wear and remember you. Yeah. Well, um, let me know if you want me to book a flight. Europe? Okay, listen. Europe is going to be quite expensive as of now. This is the high season. You said you want to do it a little cheaper. So these are the options I suggest to you. But if you want, I can tell you about Paris, Germany, Frankfurt, Canada, but all those places are going to be expensive as of now. And then you are paying in dollars or euros for hotel. That's the thing. So you decide. Let me know. Yeah, take a moment. Okay. Oh, okay. So if you want to fly to Chitral, Gilgit, the northern areas of Pakistan, um, you cannot fly there directly because it is a national flight. It is it is like protected, so you need to get a domestic flight. For that reason you will have to fly into a bigger city. And I believe, look, I'm not good with maps, but I think the capital city, which is Pakistan's, I think it's Islamabad, is closer to those areas, so you could fly from there. But if you wish to see more of the modern lifestyle, I would go to Karachi. Karachi does have a lot of educated people and very, very nice clothes, 100% cotton, a lot of very nice jewelry, handmade items, and food is out of this world. And I think personally that the people in Karachi are more open minded, and you have a lot of artsy people, people who are in the film industry, people who do drama, movies, poets, authors. So you want to probably, as a foreigner, be around to those kind of people and not get lost in the very rural areas. Maybe not for your first trip. It is always good to go back and maybe see Baluchistan. And Baluchistan, I say it's like the Pakistani version of India's Rajasthan. So it is the desert, and you have camels, and they have a very different language and they do face tattoos. So it's a lot of fusions right here with all these amazing cultures. But for the first trip, I do not want to be shocked. I want you to come back and tell me the good stuff. So whatever you say, I will book that flight for you. Okay, let me go ahead and book the flight. You said 27th of this month until 14th of next month. Okay, perfect. One person. All right. Let me add everything onto the system. One second. Would you like to add a hotel to this? No. Okay. All right. Give me a moment here. Okay. Good. Okay. Perfect. Yes, I had everything added on the system. So, yeah. And I also use some kind of AI generated system on here. So it will capture all the information you told me. So I will always remember because I am sure this is not our first and last meeting. Okay. Well, I hope you don't mind. Okay, perfect. Well, I am very excited for you. Make sure you have the visa for the country. You still have time. And yeah, I think it is a 6 month visa. I'm not sure. Yeah, but do that, and you are going to be able to take 30 kilos with you for luggage. And if you want to check in another one, you can do so at the airport. Check in. Perfect. Well, I am excited for you. And well, actually, there was a flight sooner too, but I want you to uh, be able to get your visa first. Okay, so here is my card. Yeah. Um, I would suggest, since you do not have any connection over there, I don't want you to get lost. You can always call me anytime on my WhatsApp number. Yeah, it will be working. So just call me and ask me anything because I will be there and I can, translate everything for you, let you know if you are being charged the right price because sometimes they want to, make some extra bucks from the foreigners. Yeah. So, yeah, don't worry. Okay, perfect. Well, by the way, what kind of perfume are you using? Oh my god. Well, it smells awesome. Well, it smells like orange blossom, honey nectar, and melon, you know. And smelling that kind of scent from a man, it is very rare because men like to use more of a like wooden, oriental, spicy, or fresh kind of perfume. But yours smells like fruity. Yeah, I think you and I are very matching. I like the multicolor stuff and you like the fruit. Maybe I can be your next fruit. No, it is not. Sorry, I don't mean to be cheesy, but I'm very direct when it comes to flirting, and I like to flirt if I like somebody. I don't think that is anything wrong with that. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, sir. And see you next time. Goodbye. Namaste.